The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
What's up? What's up? I was damn right. Give me credit. Damn right, I was damn right, guys. What's up? I'm gonna just bask in this glory right now. I'm gonna just take my win here, guys. Take my W. Give me the W. Give me the W here, guys. AW here and we'll order. I said I was gonna do something. I said I was gonna do something when this is the case. When this is the case, and you're probably wondering if you're probably wondering. Well, if you didn't read the title, you're probably wondering what I'm. But if you're here, you probably did read the title. But I'm just saying, if you haven't read the title, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Well, Barbie. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about Barbie. Yeah, you know, no, yeah, you know that movie that just everybody's been talking about cashing in. You know what movie I'm talking about? Yeah, Barbie. Barbie. What's up, guys? So yeah, that's AW here, Aaron Warder. Like I said a minute ago. Like, share, subscribe, do all that shit. I'm sorry for swearing, saying that. You know the tip. If you're in this, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. If you're into pop culture, smash that like button down below. Helps out a lot. Also, share this out on all your social media platforms. Twitter, Facebook. I don't know. Yeah, Twitter, Facebook. Threads, I guess. Threads, Instagram, whatever. Yeah, Threads. Yeah, we'll promote Threads on here. Okay? And yeah, you're probably... And I'm going to do something here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to bask in this glory, man. I know I made a video similar on this, a stream, last week. No, maybe 2 weeks ago. Let me check the date. Barbie related. Let's see. 13 days ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago. So about 2 weeks ago, I made something similar. Barbie, I was right about this movie. I did not see it. I still haven't seen it yet. 1 billion, question mark. And guess what? 2 weeks later, Barbie's hit $1 billion. $1 billion at the box office. $1 billion. And it's still climbing. It's dominating. It's not even Eternals could slow it down. Nothing in August is going to slow it down. The powerhouse that is Barbie. And, okay, it's a powerhouse. And I told you months ago, this movie was going to do well. Don't underestimate Barbie. I told people, do not underestimate this movie. Okay? Do not underestimate. Warner Brothers was putting everything into this movie. And they did. And it worked. Okay? They were promoting this movie since June, pretty much. June and stuff. They're putting all their eggs in a basket for this movie. Okay? And who saw this coming? In the box? Me. This guy. Thumbs up to me. Fingers pointing at me. This guy. And $1 billion. Where's all those people that said, all those people on Twitter that said about 3 weeks ago, oh, this movie is going to be a flop. Oh, yeah, you know what people said this movie is going to be a flop? The Snyder people. The Snyder people. Actually, I don't know about 2 billion. I think it'll beat Mario. I'll say that. I don't know about 2 billion. Mario for sure. I mean, Like it doesn't have stiff competition in August and September right now, right? The competition is not very strong right now in August, September. No, this is it's Blue Beetle is not competition right now. The Turtles is not competition. While I like that movie, the Turtles is not doing that well either at the box office. And I don't know how Gran Turismo would do. But I don't know. We'll see with September. So I think it'll do well in August. I don't know about 2 billion. I don't know about 2 billion. No. 2 billion is not a reach. It's just I don't know. But this movie it's this movie is gonna make more than Mario. It's gonna make more than some Marvel movies. It's not. I don't think it's gonna make Avenger box office or Avatar like. I don't think it's gonna make that. Okay, I don't think it's gonna do that. Okay, I'll be surprised if it gets to 2 billion. I will be surprised. No Way Home almost got to 2 billion. It just No Way Home almost got to 2 billion. It's actually really close to 2 billion. But yeah, this as you know, Turtles has already got a digital release date a month after the film. This movie doesn't have a digital release date because of successes. If you know what's going on with studios, if the movie is a success at the box office, don't wait longer to release it on digital. If it's not a success, they don't, right? And and it's actually $1 billion cost a billion. And I remember Snyder people. Oh my god, this movie's not gonna make $1 billion. $1 billion. Okay, and and the Snyder people do not like Margot Robbie. Okay, well, the Snyder people do not like Margot Robbie. The Grass could back me up on this because Margot Robbie did not like the Snyderverse, or did not like her version of the air cut. The air cut that everybody's been talking about, some of the released pics with the Joker or whatever. Margot Robbie is not. If you know from her interviews, Suicide Squad 2021, when she's being interviewed on that on the red carpet, you could tell she was not a big fan of the air cut. Now, the 2016 movie wasn't very good. Okay, obviously it was not well received, but the air cut probably wasn't much better. And she wasn't. She's like the only one that was not a big fan of the air cut. And Margot Robbie has pull with Warner Brothers. I'll tell you that. She does have pull with Warner Brothers. Right now. Okay? And this movie, I'll tell you one thing. This movie did not make $1 billion because of Margot Robbie starring it. It didn't. Hey, hello. Hey, oh, Anthony. This movie not made. Okay, let me get this out. We said this yesterday on my stream with Barbie when we were talking about Wonder Woman and Blind and Bill. This movie would not made $1 billion. This movie, if it was somebody else besides Margot Robbie, I still think it made $1 billion. But that person has to be someone. If it was someone really, really good and well respected, if it was Amy Schumer, now Amy Schumer would not have cracked $1 billion mark for sure. Okay, like this movie would flop box office if Amy Schumer's Barbie. Okay, that's a fact. But this movie did not make $1 billion because of Margot Robbie. It made $1 billion because of because of the popular it is. Okay, like Mario, because Margot Robbie had a down year in 2022, and Asteroid City. Okay, now she was a lead in this movie, obviously, but she was in some other movies in 2022 that did not do very well, and she was in a big movie that came out a month before this movie that did not do very well with a stellar cast. So like this is not if it was Amy Schumer, obviously would not do well. But don't say this is because of Margot Robbie's star power. Her first $1 billion movie, yes, it is. But is it because of her, or is it because of the property? Barbie. did Mario make money because it's Chris Pratt, Jack Black, or Anna Taylor Joy, or is it because it's Mario? And Mario has a huge fan base going back to since the 80s among kids now, adults back then. Is it because of them, or is it because uh the property? Yeah, we have to. You're right. We have to get this idea that if it doesn't make $1 billion, you have to get rid of this idea that if it doesn't make $1 billion, it's a flop. Some movies don't aim for $1 billion. Some movie studios do not have their movie aiming for $1 billion. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So not every movie is expected to make, like, Oppenheimer is not gonna make $1 billion. Oppenheimer has $100 billion budget. It's actually cost $500 million. That's good for a $100 million budget. $500 million, based on that, that's actually pretty good. Okay. Barbie, I think, also had $100 million, right? Barbie had $100 million budget, right? No, 128 to 145 million. But still making $1 billion. Except 2020, actually. That's an outlier. 2020 was an outlier. Let's get that out of the way. 2020 was an outlier. And I don't think and I think Spider-Man might be the only film in 2021 that made $1 billion. No. 2020 is an outlier, obviously. Obviously. And Spider-Man No Way Home is only one from 2021 that made $1 billion. That's two 2022. A few movies uh a few movies got close to $1 billion. We had two movies that made $1 billion, okay, last year. Top Gun and Jurassic World Dominion. But we almost got Doctor Strange, just barely not making there. Doctor Strange almost got to $1 billion. Black Panther also got to $1 billion. Okay, Black Panther got to 800 million, somewhere around there, 800 to 900 million. And Avatar 2, so we got $3 billion movies in 2022. So we could have had five $1 billion movies in 2022. This year, I'm gonna go on a limb, say we're only gonna have two. Two. Okay? That's my bottom floor. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, so barely under there, which is still good. 700, 900 million is really, really good based on their budget. And yeah, it's gonna have Oscar buzz. Definitely. They're ready lining up for Oscar buzz. Oppenheimer. Okay. And so Oppenheimer's ready to be successful based on the budget. Same with Barbie. Barbie. Barbie's gonna break Mario. Barbie is gonna beat out Mario. I guarantee you Barbie's gonna beat out Mario. Because August is not looking strong for any films. No, 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 no. Anthony, don't do not say that yet. You'll know. Okay, film festivals. International Film Festival, the TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival, was in September. They're still going to show the films, but they can't really promote it because of the strikes. but they're still going to show some of the films. And Toronto has been known official Oscar season buzz film festival. Most films that debut at TIFF, at Toronto Film Festival, end up winning Oscars. So don't. Okay, so the best movie of 12 might end up being a TIFF movie. TIFF is usually TIFF is usually known as Oscars opening the Oscar season buzz. And I like, yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, it does. But they waited some time. And why am I watching this shitty baseball game? I'm sorry. No. All the chuds who bitch and complain about this movie, whatever. And all the people said it made this movie was gonna flop. Cause all bitch are bitching too. I see it from a lot of people. I saw it from the Snyder people. Yeah. This movie has to rely on word of mouth a lot, right? Right? Because Degrassi, more like DC movies has been, you know, taking a hit, right? Massive hit. None. It's, and I think Degrassi, it's definitely with the flops, the not the success of Black Adam, Shazam, and Flash. And when I mean success, not in a positive way, I think that's hurting Blue Beetle a lot. It's it's not Marvel fatigue. The people have this issue with Marvel. While some people are not happy with Marvel, right? But it's not really. There's not much fatigue. There's a little fatigue. It's DC fatigue. DC fatigue, or there's not interested in DC. Marvel is not even close to the level where DC is. Okay, like DC's down here, Marvel's still up here in terms of in terms of views and popularity and stuff. Yeah, agreed. And Blue Beetle needs a lot of that movie needs a lot of promotion. Here's the thing: the Flash, Shazam, and Black Adam had the benefit of a lot of promoting and advertising, right? From press tours, going to talk shows. Well, the Flash couldn't go on talk shows, obviously, because of the writer's strike. But press tours, premieres, news shows, whatever. They don't. It doesn't have that. It's typical. But Meg 2, I heard, is not doing very. It's like a flop. It's not a very good movie. Uh, Gen Pop. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that didn't. That Degrassi. That didn't work for Black Adam, and the Black Adam had The Rock. So it could go either way. I mean, I like I like the actor. I like him in Cobra Kai, but if The Rock couldn't get Black Adam to do well at the box office, I'm not I'm not I'm not betting on this. It's too much of a risk. And I don't even know. Like, okay, I know there's. And let's get this out of the way. Some studios' goal is not to make $1 billion. Okay? Yeah, 50-50. I know you were saying that. And look, I'll say about BVS. BVS made money, over 850 million, right? But what was the budget for BVS? BVS. $250 million to $300 million, right? 800 million, 800, about 800 to 900 million box office to a 250, 300 million budget. Well, it made over 800 million. That's barely making twice as much, okay, as the budget. That's barely making twice as much as the budget. Barbie on $120 to $140 million budget made $1 billion. So almost as 10 times as the budget. Almost as 10 times. Okay. BVS, the Warner Brothers had a goal. Well, it made 800 million, but still, like I said, it made twice as the profit, twice as the money in the budget. Warner Brothers won $1 billion. Let's be honest. They won $1 billion. They won $1 billion hit. And I compare this to a coach coaching a playoff team, but can't get that team to the championship. Or the round or the round before, can't get them over the hump, and the organization says, you know what, we need to move on from this guy. A perfect example, Anthony, is Doc Rivers. Anthony will. My analogy is Doc Rivers, right? Anthony. Doc Rivers got the Sixers to the second round. Yeah, if it made 400 million, that's good. That's good. So Doc Rivers, Anthony, my analogy, and Doc Rivers got the Sixers the second round this year, right? Second round. But they fired and they moved on and went to get to Nick Nurse. So what happens if even if you just have some success, but you want to go to the next level? Sometimes you got to make the changes, you know? Some success is not the ultimate goal. There's always a level more than just some success in terms, right? Happens a lot of time in sports. Some coaches get their teams in playoffs, but they don't advance to the second, third round for multiple years. The ownership, the management decides, you know what, this coach may not be able to get us to the next. May not be able to get to the it's not the coach for us to get us to the next level, next to the championship. We gotta go somewhere in a different direction. That's what BVS and that's what Warner Brothers did. They wanted $1 billion, and that Zack Snyder did not get him that, even though they had him work on Justice League before he had to take the hiatus because he had a contract for that, obviously. Yeah, it needs to make here. I hope it makes more than Flash, Shazam, and Black Adam. That's what I hope. It's just that people don't understand business, how business works sometimes. Sometimes you got in business, you got to a certain level, but we're trying to get to this another level in business, and you're not the guy for it. That's what happens, Zack Snyder. Okay. Okay. And Barbie, like Greta. Yeah. Yes. Now, be unfair. The be a little fair to Shazam. When did Shazam 1 come out? When did that come out? What day did it come out? Well, I think her Shazam, even though it got a bit of a head start, it came out the same month as Endgame. Endgame. That's what hurt Shazam, in my opinion. It came out before, like, a couple weeks before Endgame. And obviously, Warner Brothers knew Warner Brothers is not stupid. A lot of people think Warner Brothers is stupid, but at that time they knew Shazam was not going to make anywhere close to Endgame. They knew any studio knew that time that when Endgame was coming out, none of the movies were going to make as much as Endgame. Every studio knew that. Okay, every studio knew that. Even if they had a goal of making 500, 600 million themselves, they knew Endgame was gonna. They're not stupid. They knew in 2019. Okay, I think Shazam might have done a little better in 2019. I think, even though October was Joker, I think it would have done better maybe in November or December. But I know in December, Star Wars came out, Rise of Skywalker. Right, and that was the conclusion of the Skywalker saga. But yeah, so I think they should have pushed back Shazam because I think if they waited longer, it would have made more money. I really do think they should have pushed it back in 2019. It, it, it just came out at the really wrong time. And, and but they knew they didn't they kind of I they knew every studio knew they were not going to make $1 billion when Endgame came out, or $2 billion. $2 billion. I do think Disney thought they're going to make. I do think Lucas and Disney did think they were going to make $2 billion with Rise of Skywalker. Though I did think I think they overestimated Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker box office. Yeah, they really what they really did. I don't think they were happy with the Rise of Skywalker's box office. Really, right? They were not happy. You could, right? It went barely over $1 billion. They were not happy with Rise of Skywalker's box office. Disney and Lucas. They thought they're going to have two. Disney thought they're going to have two billion films in 2019: Avengers and Rise of Skywalker. But that didn't come to fruition. Yeah. So yeah. We're gonna. So it's gonna be like a 7-year gap, which I think is okay, and I think it's the Ray one. I think Ray the sequel with Ray starting is the first one. I think, if I remember correctly. Now all these people like Barbie now, right? Like Barbie's gonna break Mario. I guarantee it's gonna break Mario's record right now as the highest grossing film in 2023. And I'm telling you, I know it's come out they have not signed a multi-picture deal, Margot and Ryan Gosling, right? But I'm telling you, they're gonna do a sequel. Okay? They will do a sequel. Okay? It's just obvious that you do a sequel. You could do a sequel with this. Find some other way. Also, also, they're gonna find a bring a they'll find a way to bring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. Okay? They'll find a way. Yeah, yeah. So like, so expect a sequel. I don't know. It's gonna be announced. So expect a sequel and expect him to come back. I think. Yeah, yeah. They always make less. Always make less. Right. You're right. But I think. Oh yeah, they're gonna have connections. Yeah, we know. You know the Star Wars. Yeah, we know they're gonna have connections. Yeah. I was just laughing at something. I don't know. Mattel. It's so like. Okay. She's gonna like seriously. The worst part is the worst part is Margot Robbie can't like thank the fans for supporting Barbie. She's not allowed, right? She's not allowed on Twitter to say thank you for supporting Barbie and making it and going to see this. But no, she does have Twitter, but she's not very active on Twitter. But if she does, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, that's true. Like you can't really thank. And I see some people. I'll say it. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Zachary Levi and how he is, but I'll defend him on this thing. He was at a convention the other days, and he's talking about how he's not allowed to talk about this because of the SAG rules, right? Promoting the film, talking about the films and stuff he's worked on because of SAG rules. I'll tell you why I'm defending him. Okay, and people are going at him for, oh, he's gonna break the rules, stuff like that. He's not scabbing or anything like that. I'll tell you why I defend him in this case. Why this is different than Stephen Amell. Why this is different than Stephen Amell. Because when you're at a convention, the actors and actresses, celebrities are still allowed to go to conventions or expos or comic cons during the strike. They're still allowed to go, right? But, but they're not allowed to promote their stuff, and they're not, and the worst part, they're not allowed to talk about the stuff they worked on in the past that they completed. They're not allowed to talk about stuff they've completed in the past that they're not part of anymore. They're not allowed to talk about it. And when fans go up to conventions, fan expos, um and 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 comic cons, talk to their favorite celebrities, their favorite actors, actresses about how much they mean him, how much they love him in the show, and like they ask him a question. Maybe they'll ask him a question about the show. Is how's this character relates to this character? And they can't answer that. They can't answer that. Like how they can't answer stuff like that. They can't answer stuff. You know what? For a fact, if you go Charlie Cox, right, is coming to Fan Expo in Toronto at the end of August. Well, actually, some of the Daredevil crew, Daredevil Born Again. Some of them are coming to Toronto for Fan Expo. Three of them, Kingpin, Punisher, and Daredevil are all coming to Fan Expo. Okay, they're not. If you're a fan, you're not allowed to bring a picture of Daredevil and have him sign it, even though the studio does not own that picture. The fan does, but still, they're not allowed. Okay, They're not allowed. You could bring a picture of the actor, even though most of these conventions, expos, and comic cons, they actually have to buy a photo up from there, so they actually have photos for you to get. Even though that's true, but like they can't they can't really talk about stuff when you right. We're gonna talk to them about, hey, how's your day? How are you doing? Good, good, thank you. Next. It's yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, Anthony. Here's the thing, Anthony. He can't answer that. But no, we all knew. Obviously, he's gonna say Punisher. If he was allowed to, he was gonna say Punisher. But he can't answer that because now at these places, right? We got videotape, right? Videotape full cameras. People have cameras. They do those vlogs, right? People have those vlogs, cameras. Like people on YouTube, phones. And if somebody does that, tapes that, and gets released over internet, that's gonna cause problems. His character's gonna die. See, so they say like an actor. The actor's gonna see people with cameras and phones. They have to be careful what they say because they know that if they give the wrong answers and right and somebody puts it on YouTube or Twitter, you could get in trouble with SAG, even though they were set up. It might be set up because people. Let's be honest, fans will set you up. They'll set you up because fans are dumb. Fans are dumb. Let's be honest. We're dumb. Well, I'm not dumb. Degrassi's not dumb. Anthony, you're not dumb. But there's fans out there that really don't care. And oh my god, he confirmed he's gonna play Punisher, and he'll put it on YouTube even though there's a strike going on. There, there's rules, and I guarantee you, at these Comic Cons, Comic Cons, there's extra rules for not just actors and actresses that are appearing there, for fans too, because of the SAG rules. On Toronto Fan Expos, they have a link to all the rules that SAG applied. So that fans can see it too, because not those rules not just apply to actors and actresses; they apply to us fans too, because we're also responsible because we're the ones to ask questions, and they're responsible for answering, but we're also responsible for asking questions because we and look. Degrassi, everybody knows we want to do people on YouTube want to be popular and they want to do this catch you moment. Get this catch you moment, get your moment, catch your moment, right? And when a celebrity or an actress, whatever, actor or not just actors, well, in this case, actors say something that they shouldn't say, it could go viral. Catch your moment. Exactly. Now, this happens where there's no strikes going on, but it's even worse. This happens all the time. There's no strikes going on, but this is even worse. And sometimes they even when there's no strikes going around, they have to beat around the bush, right? They always beat around the bush. But this is now there's stricter rules on this now with the union. Now, because if John Berthel says, "Yeah, I'm playing Punisher," that's pretty much him. He's promoting Disney and then Marvel right there, and turning his back on SAG. You can't say that until a deal's done. And I'm telling you one thing: based on the writer stuff that came out yesterday, this is gonna be this winter, this fall and winter. It's gonna be a cold fall and cold winter. I do think SAG personally should give them some leeway on that and let actors talk about their past performances. Maybe some leeway. And I know that's kind of promoting studios, but I don't know. There should be a little. I think I think SAG's a little too strict on it, but I understand why. This is really they're really fighting. This is not. This is volatile right now. The studios versus the writers in SAG, writers and actors. It's very volatile right now. It's a volatile situation. It's strange. I mean, like TIFF this year, we get TIFF every single year in September. Toronto's Hollywood North, right? In September, especially, we get everybody from the other celebrities are having up. They're having their films shown at TIFF are up here. They're not going to be up here. We're gonna have films. We're not going to be up here though, unless there's set waivers. Because some of the films at TIFF are not part of the studios, though. Because TIFF does have a lot of films. They're not studio-driven films from like Disney. Well, Disney doesn't really do TIFF because Disney doesn't have TIFF. Disney doesn't have those kind of films. But like Warner Brothers, Paramount, whatever. They right. They can't. But there's other studios that are not part of the big studios that do for the TIFF. TIFF does have a lot of independent films and stuff. So then maybe with that, with Ravers, they could get away with they could come. Well, the Taika Waititi movie with Michael Fassbender is a Disney film, so don't expect them to come up. Don't expect them. Next Goal Wins, the soccer movie. All right, I gotta eat soon. Whatever. It's getting. I don't know. Today outside is not a very nice sunny day. It's actually kind of dark out, clouds and stuff in the area. Um. Okay. So whatever. Okay. What else is there to talk about? Yeah. So yeah, I told you I was right. Okay. All right. Now, update. Me and Blind and Braille want to do more looking back episodes like we did for Wonder Woman 84. We want to do more. We want to do more of those. Okay? That was actually a pretty fun stream. And we're thinking of doing more of those in the future. Okay? So be on the lookout for that. Do be on the lookout for all that. Also, yeah. We don't know yet. We don't know where our next movie is going to be. We don't know where our next movie is going to be. Okay? Uh, yeah, so if you're into wrestling, tomorrow on my wrestling channel, sports wrestling channel, we're gonna talk about SummerSlam. We're gonna review I'm gonna review SummerSlam. Yeah, the fall of SummerSlam and some AEW stuff. So yeah, be on the lookout for that tomorrow. Okay, so yes, but yes, Barbie, $1 billion. I told you it was gonna happen. Told you it was gonna happen. 2 weeks ago, I told you it was gonna happen, and it's confirmed. I saw it. It's gonna be the highest grossing film this year. And yeah, so sadly, like Let's Talk Pop, it's not been like that show. I'm trying to do as best as I can with that, but there's not been a lot of news, like really official news, because of the strikes. It's really kind of sometimes made the news dry. Okay, it's been the news has been dry because of the strikes going on. Most news we're getting lately is like stuff. It's like box office number stuff that's been written 2 or 3 months ago. Nothing recent. And yeah, so that's why Let's Talk Pop has been really taking a bit of a break. Not really a hiatus or a break. It's just been not as active because of what's going on. I knew this going in when I started the show in March and April. I knew that was going to happen. And maybe once that gets settled, whenever that is, gotta hope soon. But like I'm not holding my breath. Let's Talk Pop will be more active. And then what? Cause yeah, but they cast A-hole man. Yeah. Cause I think when the dust settles and the strikes happen, there's gonna be a plethora of news coming out. I think there'll be lots of news coming out, lots of news, lots of stuff coming out, and massive amounts of stuff coming out that they want to announce, but they couldn't. So yeah, that's what I think. A-hole man, and that's a good name though. That's a good name. Because I remember when in sports, when the strikes ended and the lockouts ended, so much stuff happened after. So much transactions rise happened. Free agent signings, trades happened after that stuff. So I expect the same with the strikes. Once they solved, tons of news will come out. We'll see how long that'll be. I'm not gonna put money on it. Cause right now it's still volatile. Even though they agreed to meet again, but like from what we gathered yesterday, the studios ain't budging. Studios are not budging. Not budging. Yeah, thank you for that. That's a great scoop. But I do want to do some more stuff on this channel though, and my sports channel, wrestling channel. But yeah, but I mean like Ahsoka's coming up, right? So maybe we'll do stuff on Ahsoka. Yeah, unions aren't either. You're right. Yeah, that's true too. They're both not budging, and you can't have progress like people claim. Oh, but they're gonna meet. They're gonna have progress. You can't have progress if they're not even budging. Budging. They're not even like progress means. Oh, they're making progress on some issues. There was no progress. In fact, it's possible they might have made it worse based on yesterday. They could have made it worse. But whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Best both. We'll see. Well, in the meantime, try to enjoy the shows and movies we're getting. They're being released. Or still have dates. They still have official dates. Try to enjoy that. We'll talk about that on Let's Talk Pop. Maybe with Soka and stuff. Maybe with Blue Beetle and whatever. We'll do that. And whatever little news. I don't know. We'll find something. I feel like that's why it's been my Let's Talk Pop has been a little more inactive than usually because you know me. I said I was gonna do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and sometimes Mondays or Thursdays. It depends. But yeah, like nothing. And when you see see this is a problem, right? You here see Degrassi. When you have to negotiate to restart negotiations, that's not progress, and that's worse. That's actually bad. Who does that? Well, you know what? How about let's talk about let's talk about negotiating on this day. Uh, you know what? Tuesday. Let's talk about meeting on Tuesday to negotiate a deal. No, how about instead we negotiate a meeting to negotiate a deal on that day? What the fuck? Who does that? We start negotiations. You don't do that. You agree to a day to restart negotiating. You don't agree to a day to agree to when to start negotiating. When you agree to a date when to start negotiating, not when to win. Start negotiating. That's not how it works. Okay. That's why this is why it's gonna go. This is not gonna be solved very soon. Quickly. It's gonna go on. It's gonna go on to September. I guarantee you it's gonna go into September. Okay? Labor Day. Don't expect anything momentous on Labor Day. I know we know what Labor Day means, but don't expect anything with don't expect anything, some big miracle on Labor Day. But yeah, I guess. So I'm gonna try to find and do more stuff on here, and especially my sports wrestling channel, and my collectibles channel. But if you see, yeah, all right. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment below, do all that stuff. Yeah. So check me out my wrestling channel tomorrow. Maybe I'll do something when I have time to do something on here again. I did not know that. Isn't that the grass? Isn't that like defeats the purpose of WG? Shouldn't they all be writers at some point? Like all of them should be writers. I mean, like, in sports, the members of the PA are the players themselves, and the board director. That's so stupid. Whatever. But yeah, I'll try to find something. And if you see thumbnails where it's just big words, whether it's red on a black background or whatever, those videos are not going to be Let's Talk Pop. They're going to be like the subjects like this, right? The subjects you think. Yeah, you think. Yeah, subjects like this. Subjects like this. Let's Talk Pop is going to be more about pop culture stuff. Okay. And when those thumbnails I make that, I maybe get those thumbnails. Those are more of we're not just a pop culture news stuff. It's just regular. It's just topics like this, really. Okay. Okay. I don't know. They all have to give up something. Right. You're not gonna get what you want. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Take care, guys. Yeah. See you.